I think we can all agree there's no place like Daytona, and everyone sitting here has got an amazing piece of history at the World Center of Racing. 2 Daytona 500 wins, Bill. What stands out to you about that place and the history there?
I still say the most impressive thing that I've ever done that impressed me was running 210 at Daytona in that era. I was sitting there the other day, Cale tried to run over 200 and ran the second lap, come off turn 4 and got sideways and upside down and the whole deal.
Cale, absolutely a phenomenal run out there. What happened?
Just got airborne. The wind got it. Just took it off the racetrack.
Back then, we could take the spoilers down to nothing. You know, you could plane them out, do whatever you wanted to do, and you were just hanging on. I mean, you were literally hanging on. And I didn't think when I left pit road that day I was coming back.
When you would go to qualify, you weren't sure you were going to come back.
That's right.
During that period of time, because you'd look in the mirror and there was no spoiler. That was an amazing thing that day when you busted that.
Like I said, that's the most impressive thing that I've ever done in my career.
There's not enough room to get that thing turned when you get to turn 1 at that speed. Yeah. These guys, y'all run on the bottom or run on the top and run 3 and 4 wide. You went in here and you ended up there. You know what I mean? And you just hoped and prayed that it was going to stick somewhere.
The car's just lit. Watch the back end of number 3. Just out a little.
At that speed and the air that's around each car as they run in traffic, it does literally pick the wheel off the ground sometimes.
So many of the races at Daytona and Talladega was won by maybe not who had the most power, but who would be more aggressive with how far you'd lay that spoiler back.
Right.
I think when Bobby won there in '88 in that Buick, I mean, he had that thing laid down to about 10 or 12 degrees in race trim.
You catch a late caution. Them guys come in and wipe off the grill. Knock
Beat
that
the
spoiler down, baby. Beat that spoiler down, send him back
4
out.
tires,
Yeah,
let's go.
and you're out there, your tongue's hanging out because you've already been out there for 450 miles, just hanging on and praying to God every lap that you didn't hit anything. And then they're like, okay, now it's time to race. Go.
Yeah, go.
So what we've been doing.
Yeah. Oh my God.
What stood out to you about race day when you won the 500, Jimmy?
You know, in that particular era of racing, you know, running around, and it's kind of that way now again, but protecting the yellow line was everything. And I went through that entire race protecting the yellow line, not playing with the middle lane or the outside lane, and almost in a sense not trying to win the race, but almost run second. And things kind of opened up in front of me. It's such a weird mind game to win a plate race in today's era of racing, because you can't do it by yourself. You know, the best car doesn't win. It's who's willing to work with each other the most. And that's what led to my win, and to stand there and try to pick up that trophy. It's a pretty big trophy in victory lane and celebrate. There's nothing like it.
I'll tell you what, I still think the most classic line I've ever heard was Tony last year. It says this is a high-speed chess game, and I ain't even smart enough to play checkers.
That explains Daytona, right? What about '93 when Dale won the 500?
That one probably tops them all, even anything that I did on the racetrack. It was the first time that anyone knew of that a dad was in the booth broadcasting and his son win a major event. All right, come on. I know he's got to the floorboard. He can't do anymore. Come on, hang on to the inside. Don't let him get on the inside of you coming around this turn. Of course, the producer of CBS at that time, he sort of turned me loose on the last lap. He had told Ken Squire and the late Neil Bonnet, who was working in the booth with me, he said, we're going to let Ned call the last lap. You guys back off. Well, he didn't tell me that, so I didn't know. And then he came on my headset and said, okay, said, call your son home, be a daddy. You know who I'm pulling for. It's Dale Jarrett. Bring her to the inside, Dale. Don't let him get down there. He's going to make it. Dale Jarrett's going to win the Daytona 500. All right. Oh, look at Martha. Oh, can you believe it? Way to go. Hey. Man.
Take it away, Ned.
Super job there, Dale. I tell you, I'm really proud of you. You did just exactly what you had to do, like I told you, right?
That's right. Exactly like you told me all along, Dad. Thanks for everything. I appreciate it. This is a great day.